So Gary, what do you do if you get a call from a homeowner in an association that is complaining about a violation that they see, or maybe it's a perceived violation that they see?
Well, typically the first thing would be to notify the board of that violation or perceived violation, and then follow up with them, because they're the deciding party in the whole deal. So, but even from that point, it may be a violation, but it may only affect one person. And it may be more a neighbor-to-neighbor thing as opposed to something that the association needs to get in the middle of. So I guess a bigger question is, does the board always have to follow up on every complaint in the way that that complainer wants them to? No, they don't. The boards have to take each complaint and evaluate it and determine, is this something that the board as a whole needs to follow up on, or is it something other than that? There's a famous case out there, which I won't go into because I don't remember the name of it, but it gave several points on reasons why and how the board can do that evaluation and then decide whether to engage in that violation as a board or whether to say push it back on the owner. Owners, you have a right and an ability to enforce the CC&Rs yourself. You don't have to wait on the board. So that can be an avenue that the board would possibly take in certain circumstances.
I think it's important to remember too that the governing documents and the rules in an association are applied fairly across all owners. So while the board can evaluate whether a particular violation is something that they're going to pursue, it's important for a board to remember that if they have enforced that same violation somewhere else in the association and they're now receiving a complaint about the same or similar violation in another area, that they really should be enforcing the governing documents equally across all owners.
Yeah, they'd want to be consistent.
Yeah.
However, there may be differing factors that they have to weigh out, so it's not always cut and dry.